To WRTV News at 6. I'm Amanda Starantino.
And I'm Mark Mullins. First at 6 o'clock tonight, the city of Indianapolis is on a track to break a record when it comes to the number of homicides this year. Shootings, both fatal and non-fatal, are also up. All of this happening in the midst of a pandemic. It's a trend the WRTV team has been following closely. Our Megan Sanctorum breaks down the numbers and explains the impact it's having on families.
Hearts are aching.
My whole life, everything was her.
Mothers grieving.
And it's all taken away just so quick.
As lives like 16-year-old Nya Cope's continue to be lost at an alarming rate.
I heard gunshots and I hollered out, "Oh my God, somebody's shooting." And before I knew it, a bullet had went, through my car and hit Nya.
Nya Cope lost her daughter to violence back in May. She's just one of many impacted this year.
I'm not the only person that suffers this, A lot of people are suffering because of gun violence.
In 2018, there were 159 criminal homicides. That's the most the city has ever seen. This year, in just the first 8 months, we're already at around 130. Putting the city on pace to shatter the old record and hit 195 criminal homicides in 2020.
We're seeing generally a rise in murder in most cities.
Jeff Asher is the co-founder of a crime data consulting organization. He's been studying rates across the country.
Crime is continually falling in the country, and it's going to fall in 2020, but murder is up, and that's a very specific problem.
As for the reason behind the jump, experts say it could be stress from the pandemic or the economic upheaval after the protests across the country. But right now, there's no way to tell for sure. Meanwhile, Cope and many others here in Indianapolis say they'll continue to push for answers.
I will not stop fighting until there is justice. I will do whatever I have to in whatever means to keep light on the story and to find out what happened to my daughter and why.
Working for you, Megan Sanctorum, WRTV.
Now, to put the homicide rate in context, Asher says overall, we are still seeing lower rates nationwide than we did in the 90s. For a closer look at the numbers and a deeper dive into these rates, head to our website, WRTV.com. Our digital reporter, Matt McKinney, has more posted there, including informational graphics and more on IMPD's response and efforts to curb the violence.